Hey, I'm Alan. Welcome to Broz Fitness. Welcome to today's yoga. My goal is not just to create some videos, but to inform and motivate you. So comment, subscribe, or follow along at brosfitness.com. Today we'll be moving through a naked yoga sequence. I invite you to wear underwear or shed whatever feels comfortable. Remember, this is your practice. We'll be moving through asana and pranayama intended to cultivate a sense of relaxation. I respectfully request everyone turn off your mics and mute your cameras so that everyone can see and hear me clearly. I have a towel today, I've got 2 blocks with me, and I've got some water. If you need to take any time to go grab those things, this would be a great time to do so. When you're ready, we'll meet at the front of our mat in a standing Tadasana position. I'm going to start at the back of my mat just so I can give that fan a little bit to cool down. Inhale, send your arms to the sky. Exhale, press your palms together in front of heart center. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, press back. Prayer pose. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Soften your knees. I invite you to set an intention for today's practice. We'll be moving through a physical asana sequence, warrior 1, warrior 2, working towards standing splits. We'll also probably hit half splits today. At different points, I'll offer modifications. You can take those modifications or you can continue into your own practice. When you're ready, open your eyes, bring back your focus, soften your hands down to the mat, or soften your hands down, palms forward, and come into Tadasana. I will invite you also at any point, we're going to move through it, Salutation A and some variations of such. When we come into Tadasana, feel free to go into Samastitihi. So inhale, send your arms to the sky. Exhale, press out through both sides. Swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale all the way to the ground. Find a bend in your knees and draw your chest over your thighs. We'll stay here for a few rounds of breath, feeling into our hips, bringing energy moving from our hands, our feet, and into our body. Press into the earth. And when you're ready, we'll come all the way back up. Send your hands to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Feel extension from the tailbone to the head, maintaining the bend, the natural bend of your spine, especially your lower back. Press into the mat and walk or jump to the back. Walk or jump to the back. Come down, Chaturanga, and inhale into Cobra. Notice I'm just using the top of my back to make sure that I can look up for Cobra. Exhale, come down. Press into the mat, send your hips to the sky, our first downward facing dog. Later on, we'll do this in a little bit longer breaths at this point, but when you're ready, heels high, knees low, walk or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, grab opposing elbows and come into Ragdoll Pose. Soften your knees, find a bend if you need to, and go ahead and extend from your tailbone all the way to your crown. Bend over your thighs. Go ahead and sway if it's in your practice today. And as you're ready, draw the low belly in, straighten the legs, and come down just a little bit more. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, prayer pose. If you haven't already begun to activate your Ujjayi breath, bring constriction to the throat, feeling the warming sensation of the air as it comes into your body. Hear the sound of the ocean wave being created from your throat. Drop your hands down, Samasthiti or Tadasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale down. We'll stay here for a few rounds of breath. When you're ready, walk or jump to the back of the mat. Come down, Chaturanga. And inhale into Cobra or upward facing dog. If you're in Cobra for the first time, feel tops of your feet press into the earth. Support your body with your thighs, your core. Come over your toes, send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Wrap your biceps forward, triceps back. 5 breaths. 1, 2, bend your knees, heels high. Exhale, straighten. 3, 4, 5. Heels high, knees low, walk or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, send your arms to the sky. Exhale, drop your right hand behind your body, left hand in front. Press out to the walls behind and in front of you. Inhale, draw the right hip forward, left hip back. And as you're ready, start to bring your gaze to the back hand. Draw your shoulder away from your ear, down your back if it's accessible. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, left arm behind you, right hand in front. Keep your hips balanced. Inhale, left hip forward, right hip back. And if you're ready, go ahead and move your gaze. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Find a bend in your knees. Draw your chest over your thighs. And begin to straighten your legs as you exhale. Press your palms into the earth. Walk or jump to the back of the mat. Come down, Chaturanga. Inhale into Cobra or upward facing dog. Over your toes, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet this time. 1. Straighten your legs. 2. 3. 4. 5. Heels high, knees low, walker, jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Bend your knees if you need to. Bring your palms to the mat. Also, you can bring your blocks to you. Press them. Press your palms into them. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, prayer pose. Close your eyes. Notice your thoughts. Acknowledge them. As you're ready, bring your attention back to your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive down. Press your palms into your shins. And exhale down. Palms into the mat, walker, jump to the back. Come down, Chaturanga. Inhale into Cobra or upward facing dog. Over your toes, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend your right leg, bring it up to your nose. Send it back, downward facing dog. Bend your right leg, bring it up to your left side. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your right knee, bring it up to your right wrist. Exhale back. When you're ready, bring another bend to your right knee. Send your hand up to your foot up to your hands. Drop your left heel down, come up, warrior 1. Left foot out, 45 degrees. Inhale. Exhale, bend deeper into your warrior. Inhale. Exhale, ensure that your knees are stacked. Your knee is stacked over your front ankle. Hips and shoulders are stacked. And when you're ready, we'll drop our hands down to the mat. Pick your left heel up, come in a runner's lunge. Press your right foot back, come down, plank into Chaturanga. And inhale into Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. 1 round of breath, 1. Bend your left leg. Bring your left knee up to your nose. Go back. Exhale. Inhale, bend your left leg. Bring your left knee up to your right elbow. Exhale, back down. Left knee to left elbow. Exhale, back. Finally, last time. Inhale, bend your left leg. Bring your left foot up to your hands. Drop your right heel down. Foot out, 45 degrees. Arms up. Warrior 1. Draw the low belly in at the ribs. Ensure that your shoulders are over your hips. Inhale. And exhale, find a deeper bend into your left leg. Keep that knee over your ankle and exhale. Drop your hands down to the mat. Kick your right heel up. Come into runner's lunge. And inhale, bring your right leg up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down, hinge at the hips, not from the upper back. If you need to, bring the floor to you. Bend your knees. If you have blocks, drop them out of the way. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, prayer pose. Inhale, arms up. Take a mini back bend if you'd like. Bring your palms together, look up, and exhale. Come back to center. Swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Press your palms into the mat, bend your knees, walk or jump to the back. Come down, Chaturanga. Inhale into Cobra or upward facing dog. Hips to the sky, over your toes, downward facing dog. 5 breaths, 1. Bend your knees, 2. As you exhale, straighten your legs. If it's accessible in your practice, bring your gaze to your navel, 3. 4. 5. Right leg up. Inhale, bring it up to your hands. Drop your left heel down, left foot out, 45 degrees. Bring your hands up. Warrior 1. Left hip forward, right hip back. Inhale. Exhale, bend into that front knee. Cactus your arms. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, drop your hands down. Left heel up, drop your left knee down. Inhale, arms up, crescent lunge, low crescent lunge. Hands down, press your left ball into the mat. Bring your left knee up, press your right leg up to the sky, and drop down for downward facing dog. Left leg up this time. Bring it up to your hands. Right heel down, right foot out, 45 degrees, come up, warrior one. Draw the low belly in, knit the ribs. Inhale, and exhale, bend into that knee just a little bit more. Support yourself with your hamstring and your quadricep. Press all four corners of the front foot into the mat. And exhale, drop your hands down. Oh, we forgot to take a cactus. Come back up, sorry. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Kick your right heel up. Drop your right knee down, low crescent lunge. Press all four corners of the front foot into the mat. Palms down. Bring your right ball in onto the mat. Engage the right knee and inhale. Step your right foot up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, send your arms to the sky. Take a mini back bend. And exhale, come down prayer pose in front of heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, press out through both palms. Drop your shoulders a little bit. Press into the side walls next to you. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, we'll swan dive down now. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Press your hands into the mat, walk or jump to the back. Come down, Chaturanga. Inhale into Cobra or upward facing dog. Over your toes, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. 5 breaths, 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, bring it up to your hands. If it's accessible for you, come up into Crescent Lunge. And as you're ready, go ahead and come back down for just a runner's lunge really quick. Drop your left heel down, out 45 degrees, and swing up into Warrior Two. Inhale, find balance. And exhale, try and find just a little bit more grounding in the front foot. Draw the low belly in. Ensure that your knee and your hands are on the second and third toe parallel. As you're ready, inhale, windmill your arms, kick your left heel up, send your right leg back, Chaturanga. Take your own vinyasa flow. And exhale over your toes, hips to the sky. Left leg up. And inhale, exhale, bring it to your hands. Drop your right heel down, come up. We took a crescent lunge last time, I lied. Keep your right heel up. As you're ready, drop your right heel down, out 45 degrees, come in, Warrior Two. Engage the core. Engage the low belly, knit the ribs in. And as you're ready, go ahead and windmill your arms. Kick your right heel up and walk your right foot up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, send your arms to the sky. Exhale, prayer pose. Come down to Tadasana or Salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to the ground. Right leg back. Warrior two. Move your left knee out, ensuring that you're pressing through all four corners of the front foot to engage the left inner thigh. As you're ready, go ahead and lean forward and tuck your left elbow to your left knee. Swing your right arm up and come into extended side angle pose. Notice that it's much harder to get here when you're over here, but if you drop your arm down and swing it up, there isn't that kind of strain, as much of that kind of strain. As you're ready, come back to center. Drop your right hand to your right thigh. Bring your hips back to neutral and look up towards your hand, Revolved warrior. Come back to center, warrior two. And as you're ready, we'll go ahead, keeping our arms out, engage the core, swing the left leg parallel to the front mat, move your right leg parallel to the back of the mat. Come into star pose. Feel engagement through all four corners of both feet. And as you're ready, we'll bring our right leg into Crescent Lunge position, parallel with the back of our mat and the sides of our mat, facing the front of our mat, parallel with the sides. Keep that left knee down. Bring your foot out 45 degrees in the back. Find balance through any subtle movements that you need and start to hinge forward. Tuck your right elbow into your right knee. Swing your arm up for extended side angle pose. If you need more space for your hip or your balance, you can always bring this foot out as far as you need. As you're ready, engage the core, come back to center. Knit the hips forward just a little bit. Drop your left hand down your left thigh. Right arm up. Revolved warrior. As you're ready, come back to center. Warrior two. And we'll windmill our arms down, kick our left heel up, crescent lunge, or low lunge. Left foot up to your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we'll take ragdoll again. Bend your knees, press your palms into the earth, and inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, Tadasana, or Salutation. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left leg back. Drop your right heel down, 45 degrees out, swing up, warrior two. If you have a block nearby, this would be a great time to grab it. We're going to come into our warrior two. Start to hinge forward, parallel to your second and third toe. As it's comfortable, start to reach down for your block, or you can move your hand down your calf. As you're ready, go ahead and start to straighten your front leg, bringing your right arm up for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Find that bend in that left leg. Inhale, sweep up back to center, warrior two. Right hand to your right thigh. Bring your hips to neutral. Revolved warrior. Come back to center, warrior two. Bend into that front leg. And as you're ready, we'll go ahead and move our front foot parallel to the back of the mat, or soon to be the back of the mat. Bring your back leg parallel to the new front. Come into star pose. Bring your right leg forward. Come into warrior one, warrior two. Find balance. Keep your left heel down, out 45 degrees. If you took a block last time, this would be a great time to grab it. And as you're ready, go ahead and hinge forward. Begin to reach your arm down to your block or wherever. Send your right arm to your left arm to the sky. Ensure that you don't collapse into your shoulder, keeping extension through both. Your chest is open. Inhale, send energy to that left side. Exhale, start to bend that right knee. Come back up to center. We'll revolve our warrior. Send your hips neutral. Left arm behind you. Right arm up, look up. Revolved warrior. Come back to center, warrior two. As you're ready, we'll take a good classic Salutation here. Arms out. When you're ready, jump that left foot up, Salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Bend your knees as much as you need. And exhale over your thighs. Walk or jump to the back of the mat. Come down, Chaturanga. Inhale into Cobra or upward facing dog. Hips to the sky, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 'Bend your right leg, send it to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bring it to your hands. Drop your left knee down. Left hand down. Right arm to the sky. Revolved side angle pose. Bring that left hip forward, right hip back. As you're ready, drop your right hand to the mat. Engage that left foot. Bring that left knee up. As you're ready, walk your right foot out. And we'll come in with our hands inside of our hip, inside of our right leg. Press all 4 corners of your front foot into the mat. Start to drop your right knee down if it's accessible and in your practice today. Inhale, back to center. Send your right leg to the sky, downward facing dog. One-legged downward facing dog. As you're ready, drop your right leg down. Ooh, I lied. We'll do the hip opener one. Bend your leg. Bring your right foot behind your body. And exhale, come back to center. Inhale, left leg up. Left foot to your hands. Drop your right knee down. Engage the right hand into the earth. Revolve side angle pose. Don't let that shoulder collapse in. Keep supporting both sides. As you're ready, drop your left hand down. Engage the right foot and walk your left foot to the left side of the mat, bringing your hands inside your left. Engage all four corners of the front foot. And as you're ready, and if it's accessible for you, drop your left knee down just a little bit. Inhale, send energy into that left hip. Draw your low belly in. Come back to center, press into the mat. Send your left leg to the sky, one-legged downward facing dog. Bend your left knee. Bring your left foot behind your body. Inhale back to center, drop your left foot to the mat. And as you're ready, walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale down. As you're ready, find a bend in your knees. We're going to come into standing splits. As you're ready, engage the right foot. Press all four corners of the right foot into the mat. And start to slowly inhale, bringing your left foot up, coming in to standing splits. Of course, you can always bring blocks to help support your practice and bring the floor to you. Inhale, extend from the tailbone to the crown. Exhale, start to hinge at the hips. Try and bring that left leg up, up, up. Exhale down, bend your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, find a neutral spine. Exhale down. This time, if you used blocks last time, go ahead and do it again this time. Press through all four corners of the left foot into the mat. And start to draw that right foot up. Toes down to the mat, feel engagement through the back leg and the front. Try not to hyperextend the front leg, keeping a micro bend, or as much bend as you'd like. Inhale, extend. Exhale, try to hinge from the hips and that right leg up, up, up. And exhale down. Bend your knees, move your blocks. Walk or jump to the back of the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale into Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Inhale, right leg up. Send it up to your hands. Drop your left knee down. I'm going to grab some water. Press your front foot into the mat. All four corners of both feet are engaged. We're taking a hip flexor stretch. And then start to sit back. Find balance in your hips over your left knee. Grab your blocks and start to walk your right foot forward. We're coming into half splits. Engage through the right leg and hinge forward. Start to walk your blocks towards your front foot. Hinge at the hips. Inhale, bring your right hip forward, back, your left hip forward. One more time. Inhale up a little bit. And exhale, relax the right hip back. Bring that left hip forward. Start to walk your blocks back towards your body. And walk that right foot back towards you. When you're ready, press your palms into the mat and come back into low lunge. Engage the left leg. Bring the left knee up. Send that right leg to the sky. Bend your right leg. Bring your right foot behind you. And then exhale, bring your foot back down to the mat. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, bring your foot up to your hands. Drop your right knee down. As it's comfortable, we'll take first a hip flexor stretch. Walk your right foot back. And then walk it forward. Find your hip and your knee stacked in the back. As you're ready, grab your blocks. Start to walk your left foot forward, finding it straight. As it's accessible, draw your low belly in and start to walk your blocks forward, coming into more of a half splits. Inhale, right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale, walk up just a little bit. Right hip forward, left hip back. Hinge a little bit more into that left side. Keep the left foot engaged. And as you're ready, start to walk your blocks back. Left foot back. Move your blocks. And as you're ready, engage the right foot, right knee too. Send your left foot to the back. One-legged downward dog. Find a bend in that left leg. Bring your left foot behind your back. Drop down to the earth. Heels high, knees low, walk or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Find a bend in the right knee. Straighten your left leg. Right hand to the mat. Send your left arm to the sky. Right hip back, left hip forward. Exhale, down. Find a bend in your knees. Drop your chest over your knees. And as it's accessible, straighten your right leg. Drop your left hand to the mat. Right arm to the sky. Drop your right hand down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Hands to the sky. Take a mini back bend if it's in your practice today. Drop your palms in front of heart center. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Remember the intention that you set today when we came in. Okay, look at your thoughts, acknowledge them. If you let your mind wander from your breath or your intention, this is a little reminder to bring it back. Inhale, engage the throat, constriction in the throat for your Ujjayi breath. Exhale. Inhale, press all four corners of both feet into the mat. Feel grounded. Feel energy moving from the ground into your body, from your feet. Feel that energy radiating. Inhale. Exhale. Soften your arms down to the earth. Tadasana or Samasthiti. Open your eyes or bring your gaze back into focus. Arms to the sky. Exhale. Cactus. Your arms. Inhale up. Exhale. Swan dive down. Inhale. Halfway lift. And exhale. Hinge at the hips down. This time, walk your left foot behind your right, and we'll come into a seated position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop your right hand behind your body, fingers facing away. Left hand to your right knee. Go ahead and look over your right side body, right shoulder. If it's accessible for you, you can continue it into the twist. Inhale, extend from the tailbone to the crown. Exhale just a little bit deeper. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, left hand behind your body, right hand to your left knee. Go ahead and look over your left shoulder. Engage the low belly. Knit the ribs in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come down over your legs into tabletop pose. We'll take some cat and cow on your own time, and we'll arch our back, look up for cow. Exhale, round the top, coming into cat. As you're ready, walk your thighs out and we'll come into child pose. Make enough space for your torso. Drop your hands down to the earth. If it's accessible for you, you can bring your forehead wherever you're at. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, can you drop your hips back just a little bit more? If it's in your practice today, go ahead and sway your head back and forth, your forehead back and forth on the mat. I always feel like I can't be seen when I'm doing it, so I try and do it up here, but that doesn't help anybody, does it? Start to walk your hands over to the left side on an exhale. Inhale, bring your arms back to center. Exhale, bring them to your right side. Walk your hands back to center. Press into the mat. Come up into tabletop pose. Take any subtle movements that you need to. As you're ready, we'll go ahead and come into Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring your soles of the feet together. Inhale, extend from the crown to from your tailbone to your crown. Knit the ribs in, try and bring the low belly in just a little bit more. If it's accessible for you, go ahead and start to hinge forward from your hips, keeping the natural curvature of your low spine, preventing your upper body from just rounding forward. Try and keep straight up. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, drop your prayer pose in front of third eye center. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. We'll stay here for a couple of rounds. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, drop your hands down. We'll go ahead and come into a comfortable seated position. If you have blocks, this would be a great time to grab them. I'm going to use one block. We're going to try this. We're coming into the yoga splits, or into the yoga squat, Malasana. Today, I'm going to use one block instead of two. Normally, I instruct with two. Come into an easy, comfortable seated position. And as you're ready, start to walk your right knee up to your chest, feeling grounded through the right foot. Walk your left foot to the mat. And go ahead. Oop. Nope, we're going to do two. Try and make sure that you keep your back straight all the way from your tailbone with the natural curvature of the lower spine. All the way through to the crown. Press your knees into your elbows into your knees. With your knees into your elbows. Inhale, extend from the crown to the tailbone with the natural curvature. Start to walk your feet towards one another. Go ahead and start to hinge forward if it's in your practice today. Drop your hands to the mat if this is where you're at. And if it's accessible for you, keeping that natural bend, bring your hands behind your body for a bind. I can't make it there yet, but here's where we are. Inhale, come back just a little bit out. And exhale, try and walk just a little bit more into it. If you've got the bind, go ahead and come out of it. Bring your palms down to the mat. If you're somewhere near with me, go ahead and walk your hands together and press your feet out. Come back into the prayer pose yoga squat. If it's accessible for you, go ahead and soften your gaze or close your eyes. We'll stay here for 5 rounds of breath. 1, 2, 3, knit the ribs in, bring that low belly in. 4, 5. Go ahead and start to walk the feet back together and come into a comfortable seated position. Take whatever foot you didn't have forward last time, forward this time. As you're ready, go ahead, send your arms to the sky, exhale, press out through both sides. Go ahead and look towards your right side. Come back to center, we'll look towards our left. Drop your shoulders down, inhale, come back to center. Drop your palms down, bring your blocks out from underneath you. We'll do the same thing, inhale, arms up. Exhale, press one palm out, left side, right hand behind you, fingers away. Start to drop your right ear to your right shoulder, bringing a stretch onto your left neck side. Inhale, come back to center and drop your left hand down, right hand out. Supporting your body, drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Inhale back to center, press through both corners of the hands. Bring your shoulders back. We're taking a mini shoulder stretch. And as you're ready, plant both feet and start to walk your hands back, bringing one vertebra down to the mat at a time. Go ahead and windshield wiper your knees out. Taking any subtle movements for our first grounded pose for the night. As you're ready, walk your feet towards your glutes and inhale, bring your knees to your chest. Rotate the heads of the femurs inside of the acetabulum, your hip sockets. Go ahead and take it the other direction. Inhale, knees in. Exhale, drop them down to the mat. We'll go ahead and take a bridge pose variation here. Go ahead and drop both feet, engaging through all four corners of both. Press your palms into the mat. If you have a block, this would be a great time to grab it. Inhale, bring your hips up. And exhale, try and relax your shoulders down to the earth. Bring your block, not quite in the low back, but somewhere around the sacrum. Keep the glutes engaged, keep the core engaged. Go ahead and walk your hands together if it's accessible and in your practice today. Taking a little bit of a shoulder stretch, opening the chest in this bridge pose. Engage the core. If you can't quite make it this far, you can use a towel to do so, bringing both palms together to hold the towel. Press all four corners of both feet into the mat. Engage those inner thighs. Inhale, drop the block. Come down one vertebra at a time. Go ahead and windshield wiper your knees out side to side. Right foot out, left foot out. Drop your left knee down. Right hip, or right knee down. We'll do left side again. Neutralize your spine. Right side again. Feet together, bring your left foot, cross it over your right. We'll go ahead and take our right foot down to our left side. Send your right arm out, and if it's accessible for you, you can bring your gaze to it. Right arm to the sky, grab your left knee, come back home. Walk it out. I'm going to go ahead and switch sides just so I can take this pose on this side. I always realize that's too late. Take your right leg over your left. Drop your right knee down to the right side. Send your left foot out, or your left arm out. And look towards your left arm if it's in your practice tonight. Send your left arm to the sky. Grab your right knee and come back home. Drop your right leg to the mat. Start to pedal it out. Inhale, send your arms above your head. And exhale, come into a good morning stretch. Start to walk your feet back towards your glutes and inhale, send your legs up to your chest. Close your eyes, soften your gaze. Bring yourself back to the intention that you set today that came into today's practice. If you've let your mind wander, now would be a great time to come back to your breath, to your intention. As we come into our final poses for the day, we'll go ahead and inhale, hug your knees in, thank yourself for making it to today's practice. As you're ready, start to bend in both knees, bringing your feet up to the sky. Grab out. We'll come in to happy baby pose. If it's accessible for you, you can bring your peace fingers towards your big toes and wrap around with your thumbs. Or you can stay here. Bring your feet together, drop your feet towards the earth. Drop your knees together. Right foot out to right side, left foot out to left. Bring your right knee down. Then your left knee. And as you're ready, inhale, bring your knees to your chest. I'm going to come down just a little bit. As you're ready, control your body. Exhale, extend your legs out. As we come into our final pose of the day, Shavasana, go ahead and soften your gaze or close your eyes. We'll move through meditation for a little bit. there's anybody around you during your Shavasana today that may be interrupted if you happen to get up, go ahead and stay and allow them the space to finish their practice. As we come into our Shavasana, take any subtle movements or any other final poses that you'd like to before you come in. And if you're ready, inhale, send breath to the belly, in the chest, and the upper chest. And exhale, start to feel relaxation generated from the core, dropping your shoulders, your back closer towards the ground. Inhale, feel the chest, the mid-chest, and the belly. As you exhale, start to feel the energy moving from your core, through your arms and your legs, towards your fingers and your toes. As you inhale, fill the belly, the chest, and the upper chest. As you exhale, release all of your breath out. Start to lose yourself in your breath, coming into Shavasana. Start to quicken your breath. If you'd like to remain in Shavasana, now would be a great time to pause me. I'll give you a second to do so. On your next inhale, bring your arms above your body. Start to find movement in your toes and your ankles. And your next exhale, drop your hands over your head, coming into a good morning stretch. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, yawn if you need to. And when you're ready, start to walk your feet towards your glutes. Drop your knees to one side, coming into a comfortable fetal position. As you're ready, press your palms into the earth. Walk your hands towards you and come up into a comfortable seated position. When you get comfortable, inhale, send your arms to the sky. Exhale, drop your palms in front of third eye center. The light in the teacher in me acknowledges and appreciates the light in the teacher in you. Namaste. A great body starts with a great plan. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name's Alan. I'll be around